Good evening. Welcome to the Bears Den here at Holy Innocents Episcopal School. It's time for Game 5 of 6 here in the Hawks-Naismith Tip-Off Classic presented to you by the SUVtv. And we got a good one coming up here, folks. It's the McEachern Indians against the Kell Longhorns. I'm John Morgan with Larry Harrison. First of all, Larry, let's talk about the McEachern Indians. They suffered a defeat in their first game against Grayson. But when you have Ace Bailey on your side, you're in every game that you play.
You're in every game. I think that the game against Grayson, they got off to a slow start, and Grayson opened up the game. McEachern played a lot better in the second half. But like you said, whenever you have a player like Ace Bailey, you're never out of the game.
Exactly. So they're going to need 4 quarters of offense going against the Kell Longhorns, the defending champs of 6A. They're 22-2. They're 1-0 this year. And C.J. Brown is where it goes for the Longhorns.
Everything starts with C.J., and he has a variety of shooters on the perimeter that plays with him. Plus, he can score himself. South Florida really got a good player.
So Brown to South Florida, Bailey to Rutgers. We got a good one. Strap yourself in. And when we come back from this break, it's time for tip-off. It's the McEachern Indians against the Kell Longhorns right here, Game 5 of 6, for the Hawks-Naismith Tip-Off Classic, live from Holy Innocents Episcopal School right here on the SUVtv.
Hi, I'm Dominique Wilkins, and welcome to my backyard and CBA Sports. At CBA Sports, we create family fun and a lifetime of memories. From our custom-built court systems, putting greens, synthetic lawn, to complete outdoor living spaces. From a single court to your own backyard fantasy, we can do any or all to accommodate your yard, your budget, and your lifestyle. As president of CBA Sports, I invite you to stop by our design center where you can see and play on all our products. I hope to see you soon.
This is Tamara Brown with SUVtv at the CP3 Rising Stars Camp.
SUVtv's 2019 NBA Draft Day coverage.
Anthony Edwards Collegiate Decision, presented by the Georgia Hoop Circle on SUVtv.
SUVtv brings the game to the audience.
You give a better focus on the actual game at hand. Sometimes you could tell it's just a running camera by itself sitting there, but with SUVtv, it's more of a personal experience.
Just the exposure, being able to see games that you normally wouldn't be able to see, not only here locally, but across the country.
Those angles make you pick up different things as a coach, as an evaluator. They're giving you great quality, nobody talking in the background. I think it brings basketball to the forefront.
Whether it's a family member that lives in a different state, they can watch the game, or just bringing in more coverage for these players, or if it just allows us to raise more money for something like Susan G. Komen. And so I think this event has grown because you guys have been a part of it the whole entire time.
SUVtv has given a different light to kids that don't always get the best exposure.
The commentary that goes along with the games, I think, is always interesting.
Touchdown.
Oh, yes, sir. It brings something to the table that no other streaming aspect can bring, no matter how hard they try right now.
Dayton Avian Williamson
at the buzzer.
That is how you get the Peachtree Corners Invitational started. And that will do it. Thanks for joining us.
And welcome back to the Bears Den here at Holy Innocents Episcopal School in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm John Morgan with Larry Harrison. Game 5 of 6. We got a pretty good one coming up after this one. That'll be Wheeler and Newton. Right now, we're going to get a look at the 6A state champions the Kell Longhorns as they try to repeat, but standing in their way is a brutal schedule. And right here, it's the McEachern Indians going at it as Ace Bailey leads the charge. His first name is Arias. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but he goes by Ace. And considering that he's the ace of the Indians, it's an apt nickname indeed. Mentioned that McEachern lost their opener to Grayson by 17. Kell beat Green Forest Christian 85-61. As again, they start their defense of their 6A crown. They'll be going down to 4A after the reclassification next season. So it'll be an interesting maneuver for the Longhorns going down 2 levels. McEachern will stay where they are in the top classification. This is a Cobb County battle, but they're going to do it here in Fulton County. Great crowd here at the Bears Den as we get ready for this one. Kell will be the home team. McEachern will be the road team. So McEachern going to, in their UCLA uniforms, there's the Longhorns. They're going to be in white with black numbers. And the Indians, I mentioned, in navy blue, well, light blue, with gold numbers and white trim. Again, I'm John Moore with Larry Harrison. Coach, we should have a good one tonight. Exactly, what are you looking for in particular in terms of how these two teams match up?
Well, you know, thinking about the first game and watching Caden Wilson, the way he got all his teammates involved, I'm looking for Ace Bailey to do the same thing. Don't necessarily dominate the ball and be a one-man show. He's got plenty of teammates that can score. I think if he shares the basketball plus be Ace Bailey, I think McEachern has a very good chance of winning this game. But on the other hand, with Kell, I mean, they got a lot of weapons. And, of course, they're led by C.J. Brown. But they got guys that can come off the bench and shoot threes. Talking with Coach Tree from McEachern, he's really concerned about Kell shooting the 3-ball. You know, he wants to be there on the catch, make them put the ball on the floor, and then he wants to contain Bailey to make sure he don't dominate the game.
So apparently they want to extend their defense a little bit, force everything inside, and be sure to get on Ace Bailey whenever he touches it.
Yes, and like I said, McEachern is really concerned about the way the Kell can shoot the basketball, and plus their transition. They do a very good job of scoring in transition.
Well, there's the Kell 5, led by number 22, see him right there, Connor Staflaris, as McEachern now introduces their starting 5 for this contest. There's Isaiah Delaney comes on out. Now here's Jaye Nash. Delaney a junior, Nash a senior. There's Ace Bailey, the Rutgers commit, listed at 6'10". Now number 5, Jaden Bynes. And wrapping things up will be number 30, Ndozi Onarimba.
You know, watching McEachern against Grayson, Ndozi, he's like an unsung hero out there. He does a really good job of rebounding the basketball, helping McEachern get extra shots. And I thought he played well, even though they were down pretty much the whole game. I thought he continued to play and played hard.
Well, they're going to need a similar effort here tonight against the Longhorns. They're starting 5. Number 14, Devin Moyes. Number 3, Christian Curl. Number 5 is King Jones. Number 3 is Jaden Colin. Number 14 is Cannon Rickards. Mentioned number 22, Connor Staflaris. And, of course, number 12, C.J. Brown. And it's going to be Rickards tipping it up. And he will tip it up against Ace Bailey. Listed as a strong forward, but he's going to be in the middle against Rickards.
Right.
There it is. We're underway. And it's going to be McEachern basketball. They're going from right to left across your monitor here in half number 1. This is Delaney. Jaden Bynes with it. Now here's Ace Bailey. He turns around, posts up, can't get it, but he gets his own rebound. Trying this one. That's also off the rim.
Yeah, those that we were talking about.
Yeah,
you know, he really does a good job on the glass on both ends, both offense and defensive.
And he gets the basket. 2-0 favor of the Indians. 7:25 remaining in our first quarter. Just underway here from the Bears Den. There's a turnaround shot from the elbow for Jaden Colin that drops. And we're knotted at 2. McEachern wasting little time. There's Jaye Nash now to Bailey on the near wing. He'll take it and can't quite hit it. Little too strong, went off that right edge of the rim. Colin for the Longhorns finds DeFlores. Stops at the foul line, back to Colin.
Watch DeFlores in the corners. He spots up in the corner and really shoots the ball deep from three.
Nice twisting move for Rickards. It doesn't go, but King Jones cleans it up, and it's 4-2 favor the Longhorns with 6:48 remaining in our first quarter. Nash with it. Off the give and go. Got tipped away from Colin, gets it back now. Bailey at the top. Bailey wants to drive right side. He goes instead for a fall away, and that drops. That's four.
Very talented player.
Ties us up at 4 as Bailey is now 1 for 4. He's trying to get on track early. 6:23 remaining for C.J. Brown. He'll try that fall away from the elbow. Won't fall. And stepping on the line is King Jones. We'll go back to the Indians with 6:16 remaining.
Fast-paced game.
Very. Both teams are pushing the tempo. Jaye Nash, the point guard, finds Bailey on the top. They immediately double team him. He mishandles the basketball, dribbled off his foot, almost got the break started. Brown couldn't hold on to it. Now Rickards with it. 5:52 left, 2 minutes gone by. We're tied at 4. And Kell won it all in 6A last season. And a lot of those weapons from that team are back as Brown can't handle it, trying to get the fast break for the Indians. Now in the corner was Nash. Kind of sent it up there as a prayer, and Bailey comes down with it. He'll reset the offense.
A little sloppy starting off, but I think they'll get it together as the game goes on.
Now Bailey can't hit from outside. Back to the Longhorns with 5:20 remaining in the quarter. We're tied at 4. Game 5 of 6 here at Holy Innocents. And the nightcap coming up, Newton Wheeler. Colin couldn't get a good shot off. He wanted a foul, didn't get it. Back to the Indians. Nice touch pass, driving in, just Bynes, and Bynes somehow serpentines his way through the lane and gets the layup. 6-4, favor of McEachern.
I say they're trying to deny CJ the ball as much as possible.
Well, Jaden Colin with it to Flores. There's Rickards lumbers through, pulls up just inside the line, can't hit. Back to the Indians. They're up by 2. Oh, nice turnaround layup by Jaye Nash. Makes it 8-4 with 4:20 left. A 6-0 run for the Indians as they try to put their stamp on things early. Flores now. Dribbles hard. That is going to be I thought it was going to be the first foul, but they get Flores for shuffling his feet as he careened through the lane.
I was kind of surprised that he was putting the ball on the floor there. The games that I've seen, he's more of a catch-and-shoot type guy instead of creating his own shot.
Well, let's take a look at Ace Bailey with that fall-away shot from the line for his 2 points. And he's going to Rutgers, Big Ten school. As Delaney drives, Dipsy does it, can't get it. Rebound for McQueen, no. And that will be our first whistle of the festivities. It's going to go against, I think it's going to go against offensive foul on I think it went against Jaye Nash, but I'm not sure on that. 3:47 remaining. It's 8-4. Kell with the ball. Here's Colin. Stuck at the sideline, trying to go inside. Fighting his way through is Rickards. It got blocked. Rickards 0 for 3.
I really like Nadozie. I think he does a really good job on rebounding and on the defensive end.
Jaye Nash.
There to finish.
Exactly. Down Nadozie on Uribe, and he's got 4. It's 10-4, 3:15 left.
You need guys like that, do all the little things to help you win.
Uribe with 4 is the leading scorer. Nice move of Flores. Now he throws it up almost as a prayer. Can't get it.
I don't know, he must have thought the shot clock was running down.
It wasn't, though. It was like at 10 or 12. He had time to set things up if he wanted to. Now Brown, CJ tries to go left side, high off the glass, too high. Rebound is bouncing around, and Colin comes up with it. And I thought he was going to throw it away, finds Brown. Now Brown will get fouled by John McQueen.
But they're letting them play a little bit.
They are. Refs are keeping things loose. Take a look at that last exchange. As Brown kind of throws it up, he'll go to the line. First shot for Brown goes in. That's his first point of the night. Makes it 10-5. Ends that 8-0 McEachern run.
Look like Kell really wants to get the ball inside to Richards. He's tried to score a couple of times inside.
Second shot, out off to the right. It's McEachern's basketball. Lead is now a nickel. Jaden Bynes from downtown, and it thudded on the heel, and we'll have a rebound foul.
Number 10, Graves is in the game, freshman. He can really shoot the ball, plays with a lot of poise. They got really 2 3-point shooters in the game. Well, really 4 with Colin.
Right.
But
Kell likes to bombard from outside.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of bombarding, C.J. Brown just can't seem to get going. Underneath to Bailey.
Good look, good finish by Bailey.
Well, Bailey ran down, got position, took the pass, laid it in. 12-5 with 2 minutes remaining.
Wow, that was deep.
Back to the Indians. Jaye Nash had it underneath. Oh, finds Bailey. Now Ace Bailey putting his stamp on things. He's got 6. And Kell wants a timeout. A shorty with 1:43 remaining in the quarter. McEachern running away with this one. They're up by 9, 14-5.
The last game that Kell played, they shot a lot of threes, and some of the threes are from NBA range. But they got guys that can hit them. Colin can make them. The freshman that just came in, Graves.
Well, I was listening a little bit to your Tucker Holy Innocents game, and I think either you or Joel were talking about threes that, they are such a streaky shot. Sometimes you can't miss, and other times you can't hit.
Right, and you're talking about the last game. I mean, Tucker took 34 threes compared to Holy Innocent 11. And I would like to see the stats if they bring them over for Kell.
Well, right now, they have Kell with 2 and McEachern with 3. But Kell shooting 2 of 11 in our early going. So very poor shooting for the Longhorns. They're going to have to turn that around. McEachern almost they're around 50%, 7-13. And it's Kell basketball. Down by 9 with 90 seconds to go here in the opener.
Good ball move coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, and Cannon Rickards just can't. He tried to deke McQueen out of his sneakers. McQueen wasn't buying it, forces a turnover. Now McQueen does have 2 fouls for the Indians. They're gonna and Coach Tremaine Ankrum gonna have to pay attention to that as things move along. Here's Jaye Nash. 3-ball Drano. And Jack Sparks putting a spark in the Indians. 17-5. 1:08 remaining. This is Chase Graham. And as Jermaine Sellers going to his bench looking for some kind of, forgive the word, spark in the lineup. Here's Graves. Airballs it. And they just don't have any rhythm or touch. Nope. But there's Bailey, and it jumps on the rim, couldn't go in.
McQueen did a good job on the offensive board, just couldn't finish. 43
seconds. Trying to drive is Graves, kicks it out to Brown. Brown goes in, lays it up and good. Brown with 3, 17-7, 30 seconds left. Shot clock's off. no-look cross pass. Here's Jaye Nash with it inside the McQueen. And is that a charge or a block? It will be a charge. And I just mentioned the 2 fouls that McQueen came up with. Well, that's number 3.
3 fouls in the first quarter. He's going to sit for a while.
Yes, he will. Take a look at C.J. Brown's drive just a few moments ago. He cut through Sparks and McQueen.
He plays under control. He's just going to be a good player for South Florida.
18 seconds remaining. Cannon Rickers tries to get through. He can't get a shot. Devin Moyce goes down with him. 8 seconds. Jaye Nash with it. He's trying to get a shot off it. Goes out. It'll be Kell ball with 5 ticks to go.
A little bit too much dribbling on that. Could have gave it up early.
Well, Kell will get the opening possession in the second quarter. The alternators pointing their way at the buzzer. Can't get the roll, Jaden Colon. And that's it for the first 8 minutes of play. It's been all McEachern. They're up 17-7. We'll have the second quarter after this timeout. You're watching the Hawks-Naismith Tip-Off Classic presented to you by the SUVtv. Second quarter about to start. John Montgomery Harrison, 17-7, McEachern over Kell. And Kell will start things off with the possession. McEachern shooting 8 of 16 from the floor in that first quarter. Kell 3 of 14. I don't expect the Longhorns to be shooting that poorly for the remainder of this game. As there's Graves, and he's going to get hacked by Ace Bailey.
They're poorly, and they're 0 for 3 from 3, which is one of the strong points of their team.
Yeah, I don't expect any of those numbers to keep up. I expect Kell to find their rhythm sooner rather than later.
Both teams turned the ball over quite a bit for that first quarter. Kell 6 and McEachern 5.
Well, Zach Graves makes his first foul shot after the whistle on Bailey, and he makes both of them. Makes it 17-9 with 7:40 remaining. Bailey will give it up to Delaney. Over on the left side, crosser to Delaney. Pulls up from the elbow on the right side, rims out. Trying to get the ball in transition. They scrum for it. Delaney fights, he got it off, and will get fouled. Whistle on Graves. That's his second.
Yeah. Kell is doing a really good job of trying to keep a body on Bailey. Whenever the shot goes up, whoever's guarding him is really very conscious of boxing him out.
Now Delaney makes his first. Second one is good as well. 19-9, lead back to 10. 7:14 left in the quarter. Driving is Brown, pulls up, goes down, doesn't get the whistle, can't hit the shot. Graham comes down with the rebound. Crosser, there's Colin from way back. On the other side of the McEachern bench, can't hit that one. Colin with 2 points. McEachern led by Ace Bailey, 6. Kell's 9 points evenly distributed. We don't have a real true leader. And it's Colin who's got 2 with it. C.J. Brown has 3. That's probably the most of anybody. Here's Colin. Nice bounce pass. Graves loses it, gets it back. Inside. Reverse layup for King Jones is good. Jones with 4, and it's 19-11, 6:35. But Bailey pushing the tempo. Gets a layup on his end. He's got 8.
Both teams are pushing the ball up the floor very quickly, trying to get some easy transition baskets.
Lead back to 10, 21-11, 6:23 remaining. And Kell trying to find their offensive spark. They're starting to. Nice no-look pass underneath, but too strong for King Jones. Rebound, Moise.
Nice pass back.
And Delaney fights it up. Oh, there's Bailey skying in. Authoritative for Ace Bailey. He's got 10, leads at 12, 23-11. 2 minutes gone by in the second. Graves, he drops in a 3-ball. First 3 hit of the night for the Longhorns. Now Delaney finds Bailey again on a give and go.
That's one of the things that Coach Sellers was talking about yesterday. He wanted to make sure to keep Bailey under control, didn't want him to dominate the game. But right now, he just had 2 back-to-back dunks.
Now he is dominating. He's got 12, 25-14, 5:27. Now Kell trying to 3-ball their way back. That shot by Colin doesn't fall. Ball loose. Here's Bailey. He got it swiped by Chase Graham. It will go back to Kell. Now Kenan Rickards is going to come back in.
Coach Tree said that his team is still trying to come together. When the kid Moses left unexpectedly, he said, so the team is still trying to play together and come together, and they really hadn't hit their stride yet.
Well, Ace Bailey with those back-to-back dunks on missed shots. 25-14, 5:07 left.
He won't be out long.
No, he won't. No, he won't. Graves trying to get some room. He's guarded by Delaney. Back to Rickards. Rickards, he's got it. Now there's Graves from 3. No, left side. And that will belong to McEachern as Jaden Bynes comes in. I think that's going to be Graves' 3rd.
Yeah, they kept a man with 2. I was going to say, even though he missed that 3, for a freshman, he plays pretty good poise, plays under control. But again, he has 3 fouls, so he more than likely we won't see him until the second half.
25-14, 4:40 remaining. Kell already with 7 points. That's as much as they had in the first. Hits the side of the backboard for Moise. In transition, Brown runs off. No look pass. Oh, nice bucket for Onariba. He's got 6. Lead to 13, 27-14. Into the corner for Rickards. Back out to Colin. Colin with it. Trying to get room. No, leaves it for Graham. Now Colin, baseline. Hard pass into the corner for Brown. No, off that right edge. Only 1 field goal for C.J. Brown. And look at the transition. Christian Curl.
No one rotated back on defense.
No one got back. Leads to an easy layup for Curl. His first bucket. When it's a 15-point advantage, 29-14, 3:40 left in the half. Jermaine Sellers doesn't want to get run out of this building. Brown. That one also runs off. He cannot find the bottom of the net. Good steal there. It was Brown who got back and tipped it away. Now Brown fights his way through, and that also runs off. But he'll get the contact from Moise. His first.
One of the keys to victory for Coach Tree was for Coach Sellers was transition defense. He wanted to make sure that, like you said, they didn't get run out of the gym. And right now, they're not doing a very good job of transition defense.
Now C.J. Brown to the line, the South Florida commit. Which, as we all know, South Florida is not in South Florida. Brown misses his first.
Like we said, Bailey is back in the game.
All right. Bailey takes a little breather. He comes in with 12 points. Moist sits down. And South Florida in Tampa. Second one is good. So Brown with 4. It makes it 29-16 with 29-15, 3:19 to go. Bouncing around and good for Narimba. He's got 8. 31-15.
We talked about him in the beginning of the game. Like I say, he's like the unsung hero out there. He gets a lot of easy baskets. That's a deep one.
Yeah, a deep one for Jaden Colin couldn't go. Well, they only attempted 3 threes in the first quarter, but boy, it seems like they're trying to rein them in here in quarter number 2.
They only took 3, but it seemed like they took a lot more than that.
Yeah, they're 1 of 9 right now. Runner, that wasn't what Bailey wanted to do, but it went off the tip of his hands and dropped in anyway.
McEachern's doing a really good job finding him.
And he's got 14. It's 33-15 with 2:35 remaining in the half. Rickards from the elbow, that bounced out.
Kell's got to get more ball movement. They got to move the ball more. It's sticking in one player's hand.
And bouncing around for Narimbe. Doesn't go. His first missed field goal. C.J. Brown with the rebound. Colin pushing the transition. Leaves it for Brown at the elbow. Gets around Bailey. Cannot get the English. Rickards missed the first time. Doesn't with the second. Rickards with his first points. 33-17. 2 minutes to go. And looks like Bailey's going to take a little breather here. He's got Jaye Nash with him in the backcourt.
Just the ISO in the middle of the floor for Bailey.
Instead, he'll take a 3 and drop it in. 17 points for Ace Bailey. Putting on a clinic with 1:40 to go, 36-17. Colin dribbled it off his knee, gets control of it. Now it got tipped away by Nash. Right to Rickards. Rickards tries to get a little English on it, can't go. And Bailey with the board. Everything going right for the Indians. Now that fall away can't fall. But a nice rebound for Jaden Bynes. Not enough on his first effort. He'll kick it out, and it goes to Rickards. Longhorns have it down by 19 with just over a minute left until halftime. Jermaine Sellers can't wait for halftime right now. Rickards from the wing, short. And Nash comes away with it. 3 for Chase Lumpkin, good. That's the third hit 3 ball for the Indians. 39-17, 22-point lead.
The difference between the two teams is ball movement. You know, McEachern's doing a really good job of sharing the ball. Obviously, Bailey is taking over the game, but they're doing a really good job of moving the ball, whereas Kell, whoever gets the ball, tries to ISO and go one-on-one.
Well, Jaden Bynes picked up the personal foul. Rickards.
There you go again.
Yeah.
One pass, shot.
Onarimbe might have rejected it. Here's Nash. Boom! Nash with 4. 41-17, 26 seconds to go. Look, and you're right. I mean, waits 2 seconds, jacks it up from wherever.
You know, the thing is, they made those shots the last game. And sometimes you fall in love with the 3, or you fall in love with what you were successful with the last game. But now I would think starting the second quarter, I think Coach Sellers will get them together, and you'll see them probably penetrating and getting some easier shots.
Well, Connor Rickards to the line. Trying to get some points. Oh, there's Harry the Hawk. Made his appearance, 41-17. And Rickards can't hit his first. Well, the foul was called on Onarimba, just second. He's not the only member of the Hawks team here. Bob Rathman saw him before the last game. So longtime play-by-play voice for the Hawks on Valley Sports South.
Okay.
So I guess the Hawks don't have a game tonight. They lost by 10 to the 76ers.
Last night, right?
Down at State Farm Arena. Closing moments of the second quarter. As Ace Bailey with 17 points.
Pull up.
And he's going to pull it up. Hits off the heel, but right there, oh, it didn't go for Narimba. He thought he had it. And we're at halftime. It's all McEachern. A 41-17 halftime lead for the Indians. A 24-10 split. And we'll have the second half in about 10 minutes from right now, so keep it where it is. It's the Hawks-Naismith Tip-Off Classic right here on the SUVtv. Keep riding with us. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Dominique Wilkins, and welcome to my backyard and CBA Sports. At CBA Sports, we create family fun and a lifetime of memories. From our custom-built court systems, putting greens, synthetic lawn, to complete outdoor living spaces. From a single court to your own backyard fantasy, we can do any or all to accommodate your yard, your budget, and your lifestyle. As president of CBA Sports, I invite you to stop by our design center where you can see and play on all our products. I hope to see you soon.
This is Tamara Brown with SUVtv at the CP3 Rising Stars campus.
SUVtv's 2019 NBA Draft Day coverage.
Anthony Edwards collegiate decision presented by the Georgia Hoop Circle on SUVtv.
SUVtv brings the game to the audience.
You give a better focus on the actual game at hand. Sometimes you could tell it's just a running camera by itself sitting there, but with SUVtv, it's more of a personal experience.
Just the exposure, being able to see games that you normally wouldn't be able to see, not only here locally, but across the country.
Those angles make you pick up different things as a coach, as an evaluator. They're giving you great quality, nobody talking in the background. I think it brings basketball to the forefront.
Whether it's a family member that lives in a different state, they can watch the game, or just bringing in more coverage for these players, or if it just allows us to raise more money for something like Susan G. Komen. And so I think this event has grown because you guys have been a part of it the whole entire time.
SUVtv has given a different light to kids that don't always get the best exposure.
The commentary that goes along with the games, I think is always interesting.
Touchdown.
Oh, yes, sir.
It brings something to the table that no other streaming aspect can bring, no matter how hard they try right now.
Game time, Davian Williamson at the buzzer. That is how you get the Peachtree Corners Invitational started. And that will do it. Thanks for joining.
John Morgan, Larry Harrison back here at halftime at the Bears Den here at Holy Innocents Episcopal, where here in the Hawks-Naismith Tip-Off Classic presented to you by the SUVtv, it's all Indians of McEachern, 41-17 over the defending 6A champs Kell Longhorns. Kell's boys and girls, they both won 6A last year. So right now the Longhorns, they just cannot seem to shoot at all. They are a 20% from the floor as Harry the Hawk just molted right in front of us.
Yeah, you're looking at McEachern shot 56% in the first half. Like I said, Kell 20. Rebounding, McEachern had 25 to 13. But really, the big stat is you look at the points in the paint. McEachern had 26, and Kell only had 8.
The Longhorns are 1 of 12 from three-point land, 8%. The shot just is not there for them. So we'll see what they do, what Jermaine Sellers decides to do here in the third quarter. And, of course, it's all Ace Bailey. He's got 17 points, leads McEachern in scoring. Ndozi Onorimbo with 8 for the Longhorns. They're being led by Zach Graves. He's got 5. C.J. Brown, King Jones with 4 apiece. Jalen Cole and Kenan Rickards with 2 apiece. Also, Jay Nash has 4 points for McEachern. Chase Lumpkin, Jack Sparks with 3. 2 each for Isaiah Delaney, Jaden Bynes, and Christian Curl. It'll be McEachern basketball as there's Harry the Hawk. I mentioned he molted in front of us just a little bit earlier. We've got feathers everywhere. Good thing we are not allergic.
I thought you was going to get out there and dance for us.
Yes. Here's McEachern on the attack. A 24-point lead. Now McQueen, he's got 3. You were right. Once he picked up his third personal, we didn't see him the rest of the half. And he immediately picks up a foul here. I think that was going on Jaden Colin, his first. Kell only committed 2 personal fouls in that half. Zach Graves had both of them. McQueen really the only one in foul difficulty with 3 as he makes his first shot. It's at 42-17.
McEachern did a really good job in the first play, just going right inside, attacking Kell.
And he makes the second.
Let's see what Kell does at first possession. See if they can get the ball inside or get an easy bucket. Get some ball movement.
43-17. Driving in is Colon. Bailey knocks it. Now Bailey trying to lead the break. Colon, a little slow to get up. But they're doing some high flying near their hoop as well. A little bit of a twister from Delaney as he runs into Rickards. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with McEachern with 7:28 remaining and a 26-point edge for the Indians. Bounce pass. Here's Bailey.
Wow.
Nice finger tipper.
Good out of bounds play. Good look.
That's 19 for Bailey. 45-17. Lead is 28. Kell looking for their first points of this quarter. They had 7 in the first, 10 in the second. Rickards trying to get on, but his shot's way short.
Ball sticks again. One dribble handoff, one pass, one shot. Not going to get back in the game with on one possession.
No.
As they say, there's no such thing as a 20-point shot.
Exactly. They got to be careful. There's still plenty of time with this one. Although if McEachern keeps this up, there might not be as much time. I'll explain that in a second. Here's McQueen. He'll leave it for Nash. Nash wants to go baseline, does. No, kicks it out. This is Delaney from the top. Just too strong. I thought it was going to fall in, but it does not. Now Brown tried to get through. Has to do a follow away. It's off the heel. Nash as they scrum for it. And it will be McEachern ball on the alternator.
Brown got it to the basket. He just couldn't finish.
Connor Rickards has to tie his shoe. That's why he is having trouble getting up. Now he gets to his feet.
Kell just has to get some easy buckets.
Well, they have to be patient. And right now they're anything but. They want to do a long lob in. Instead, it's going to be a short one as they get it to Rickards off the inbounds from Saflaris. Nice ball denial. Kell moving the ball around. Now they get to Brown. Brown dips low and good.
There you go.
That's King Jones.
That might be the most passes they made all game. Ended up with a layup.
Yep, certainly in one possession. Bailey, follow away, runs off as well. Stephlaris in transition. Stephlaris, baseline, kicked it out. Jones sizes it up, but it's off to the right. And Stephlaris tracks it down.
Stephlaris could really shoot the ball. He hadn't had a lot of looks so far.
Man, he didn't play much after the first quarter. Brown, no English. Second one, no English. Third one drops. And Brown with 6. A 4-0 run for the Longhorns. It's 45-21. Too much movement on the shot from Bynes. He was moving to the left. Shot carried with him. Rickards. He spins it in. And Rickards with 4. 6-0 run for the Horns. It's 45-23. Kell is starting to stir, but they got a long way to go. 5:17 left in the third.
All 3 baskets were layups.
And with the exception of that third one, they were all the result of good ball movement. Bailey can't hit. He's stuck at 19. See if they try it here.
Good back cut.
Nah, too strong for C.J. Brown.
Yeah.
But getting it is King Jones. He's got 8, and it's an 8-0 run. That's going to make Coach Tremaine Ankrum call a timeout. With 4:53 remaining, Kell has come to life, but they got a long way to go.
Long way to go, but they play solid defense and have good ball movement on the offensive end. They could very easily try to close this gap.
It's down to 20. An 8-0 run after the league got up to 28. McEachern was flirting with mercy rule territory, but now it's back down to 20. As I said earlier, a long way to go for Kell, but right now Coach Ankrum trying to take McEachern, trying to remove Kell's momentum, slow the game down, put some defensive substitutions in, try to get something going and stop the Horns here in this one. As there's Harry, if you saw Harry the Hawk going with the McEachern cheerleaders.
I think McEachern's going to come out of the timeout with a set play, obviously to get Ace Bailey the ball and try to get something easy, an open shot.
Ace Bailey with 19, 17 in that first half. He had 6 in the first, 11 in the second.
It's always good to have a player like that where you know you can go to and get a quality look.
Jaye Nash for the Indians. Again, they're in the blue with the gold numbers and the white trim. Nash fights his way over Stephlaris, can't get it. The ball runs out for Kell in transition. Can't get the spin. That was Jones. Another scrum, back to King. Weak side, CJ, and he shows some hops. Lead is 18, 45-27. McQueen, that'll bounce around, not go. McQueen fights for the loose ball. It's going to go to Rickards. Another opportunity. It's a 10-0 run now for the Horns. Maybe more. Yes! Poland from deep. 13-0 Kell run. 4 minutes to go. Leads 15. 45-30. And this moribund Kell crowd gets into it, but now Jaden Bynes finally puts an end to the run with a 3 ball. He's got 5.
3 with a 3.
Makes it 49-20, 30. Got the basket, and it's a foul.
Except for the 3 that they just made the last possession. Every basket that they made this half has been to the rim.
Yeah, like Colin there. That foul will be on Christian Curl, his second. They put Curl in for some defense, I presume.
CJ showing his hops here.
Oh, yeah, he got up in a hurry, but Colin couldn't make the conversion. 49-32, 17-point lead. And it's going to stay with McEachern on the alternator. Already 15 points for the Horns in this quarter. And we're at 3:33 to go. 8 for McEachern.
If they can get it down to 10 by the end of the quarter, we'll have a ball game.
Nash off the screen. Go weak side from McQueen, and it got blocked from behind. That was Rickards who blocked it. And Nash will pick up a personal. Good job from the Schmutz sweepers.
Now what we've seen in the first half with Kell playing a lot of one-on-one, we're starting to see in the second half McEachern fall into that same trap.
And the Horns have the ball with 3:12 remaining. Fighting his way is Brown, tries to use the layup, can't.
Good rebound by Richards.
Yeah, he got there in a hurry, and his shot is going to be short. Foul on Onarimba, his third. Well, Brown has 8 points. Colin to the line. He's got...
He's struggling to score, though.
Yeah, Rickards to the line now. He's got 4.
And in the first half, 1 for 9. I think he had to dunk the second half. Missed 2 or 3, so he's probably like 2 for 12,
yep.
2 for 13.
(48-33). And it hit off the heel.
You got to make those free throws. You're trying to catch up.
Yep.
You're trying to close the gap. You got to make the free throws.
Went to Onarimba.
Good ghost screen.
Rickards with another board. Now Kell now shooting close to 29% for the game. So that average has gone up 9 points. And that's a travel by Colin before he get the shot off.
What is Brown shooting this?
Kell is 2 of 14. Brown is shooting 3 of 15 for the game.
It's hard to win when your best player having a night like that.
Another 3 for Jaden Bynes. He's got 8. And the lead back up to 18, 51-33, 2:30 to go in the quarter. Brown goes to Rickards. Rickards trying to get rooms. And that blocked by Bailey.
A foul.
Colin couldn't get it. And now Jones to the line. Alan Bynes, his second.
Watch this. The kick out. I thought he got fouled on this one.
Well, you saw Rickards using that elbow to try and get some room.
It's hard to catch up with missed free throws.
Yeah. Definitely makes it a little tougher. McEachern trying to fend off a Kell rally. And he missed both of them. 0 for 3 from the line is Jaden Colin. Curl, co-sit, uses the right hand, can't get it. Curl trying to get to his feet before they can alternate. And instead it's going to be McEachern with a possession-saving timeout. Comes with 2:05 to go. And the Indians holding on to an 18-point lead over the Longhorns of Kell. The defending 6A champs, 51-33. Again, coming up is our last game of the evening. It's the Newton and Wheeler matchup. Should be a good one. Joel Hilsman will be back on the mic for that one. As we conclude our 6-game extravaganza here on the Naismith Tip-Off Classic as we get the high school season in Georgia rolling to a good start.
Kell tried to make a comeback, and the missing free throws really don't help.
Yeah.
McEachern's come back-to-back threes by Bynes, and keeping the score at a comfortable 18-point lead.
Well, after the timeout, McEachern will keep possession. Hence the term possession-saving timeout.
Kell got a couple of three-point shooters in the game, and Graves and
Bailey with a shot from the right side. Doesn't work. But again, only 2 3-pointers for Kell. They have not been able to hit from the outside, and Brown uses the glass to his advantage. He's got 10, 51-35. Bynes again, he's feeling it. Yep, he is feeling it. That's 11 for Jaden Bynes, including 3 in the quarter. 54-35, 19-point lead, 1:35 on the clock. This is Chris McClavish. Braves with it. Holland. He'll drive, gets room off of curl, fall away from the elbow, spins out. Bailey using those long arms to gain control of the loose ball and the rebound. Inside to Bailey, he's immediately triple teamed and foul. What's one of the 3 did it? It was going to be Jaden Colin. His second. 1 minute to go in the quarter. 19-point lead for McEachern. Bad inbound pass. Colin, baseball pass. And that's the layup for King Jones. He's got 10. Very rarely does that work, but it did in that instance. 54-37, 48 ticks left. That ball's loose, coming up with it. Oh, on a rimba. He lost it going up, but he was able to get enough control of it to put it down. Nice, wow. Yeah, nice rebound for C.J. Brown. He just couldn't get it to go. Coming inside, that's good.
C.J.
And for C.J. Brown, he's got 12.
Kell's got to get some stops if they're going to get back in the game. 15 seconds to go in the quarter.
It's 56-39, favor of the Indians. Closing seconds of quarter number 3. Bailey. Oh, they let him go, and it's on a rimba with the layup. Well, they did get... charging foul. Ball shot does not count. That's going to go against Bailey, his second.
Let's see if Kell can get a score in 5 seconds.
Yeah, just under 6 seconds.
Oh, deep.
Yeah, that's Cole, and he can hit from there, but he can't. Nice rebound from McClavish. Count it. Chris McClavish beats the buzzer. Not quite what Kell wanted, but they'll take it. They're down by 15, 56-41. And we will head to our final quarter with Kell getting a little closer. This is the Hawks-Naismith Tip-Off Classic presented by SUVtv. We'll be right back. Keep it where it is. About ready to start the fourth quarter. I'm John Morgan with Larry Harrison. 15-point edge for the Indians of McEachern, 56-41. Ace Bailey with a double-double so far, 19 points, 11 rebounds.
And Kell's 2 for 16 from 3.
We'll make that 3 of 17. That's Connor Staflaris with his first basket, and it's a big one. Makes it a 12-point game, 56-44, 7:40 remaining. Staflaris finds good time to get his first point, and it's another turnover. It'll go back to the Horns. It was Colin tipping it off of Bynes.
You know, we talked about this in the first game where you let teams hang around, and you don't put them away. They're down 12. They score here.
Well, Kell outscored McEachern in that third quarter, 24-15. They shot 44% in the frame. That raises their average to 31%. Another foul on Carl, his third.
You got Brown on the bench, too.
Yep. And going to the line will be Jaden Colin.
They can make it a 10-point ball game if he makes free throws.
He's got 7 points, bounces around, doesn't go. That's been another problem for the Longhorns today. They're only 5 of 14 from the line. McEachern is a perfect 4 of 4. They're 6 of 12 from outside. Got that one. That gives him 8.
They need to stop now.
56-45, 7:20 left. Actually, McEachern hit 3 of 4 from outside in that quarter. They're 6 of 12 for the ball game. Bailey from deep. That's in. Big basket for Ace Bailey. Gives him some breathing room. Back to 14. Bailey with 22 now. Colin for NBA land. That's good. That's 11 for Jaden Colin. 59-48. Lead at 11. Bailey dumps it over. But a charge on Bailey before he can dump it to Onorimba. Bailey with 3 fouls. Take a look at this. Bailey got rid of it, then he crashed into Colin. Set up an easy layup, but that layup's going to get wiped out. Chance for the Horns to get within single digits, but they can't handle the feed. On the baseline to Brown. It'll stay with Kell, though.
I was checking to see how many shots Bailey attempted that third quarter. I don't think he took too many shots. Well, he came out in the fourth quarter, took the first one.
He was 9 of 18 going in. There's a good shot. That's in. Guy number 14, Cannon Rickards. He's got 7. And it's 59-50. McEachern calls timeout. Take a look at Rickards as he crashes into the lane. Got it up over on Onorimba. The lead was as much as 28 points. Now it's down to 9. It's 59-50. Kell is stirring. We had a pretty good comeback that almost happened in our last game. The Wesleyan Wolves came back from 11 in the girls' game against Holy Innocents to nip the Bears 62-60. Kell Longhorns trying to come from really far back.
They were down, what, 28?
28 with 7:27 left in the third quarter, so an 18-point differential in their favor.
Look for Ace Bailey to try to take over this game.
And he's got 19. He's done a good job so far. There he goes, spinning off of Rickards. Fall away is good. 24 for Ace. Back to 11. 61-50, 6:12 to go.
It's always good to have an answer.
Colin, he'll drill it. Colin with 14. They're trading 3 for 2. Lead at 8. 61-53 with just under 6 minutes remaining. Kell needs a stop here. Delaney in the corner. Crosser. That's Curl, he delivers. Christian Curl with 5. A big 3-ball makes it 11. 64-53, 5:40 on the clock.
If you're going to come back, you got to be able to do it on the defensive end also. Got to get some stops.
Driving, but can't get the layup is Graves. Out of bounds, it'll go back to McEachern. And they're going to bring in King Jones for defense. He will replace Graves.
One pass, one shot. You know, they got to move the ball, try to get some open looks. Seem to be making their threes. They made a couple threes, so maybe they better ball movement, might get better shots.
Well, they got Bailey on Rickard. I'm sorry, Jaye Brown on Bailey. Offensive foul. We'll go back to Kell. And Brown gives up a couple of inches to Ace Bailey.
Yeah, but I think that he's probably their best player, their best defender. You know Bailey's going to try to take over the game now. So that might be a good move by Coach Sellers.
Kell down by 11. And Bailey with the rip-away steal. Bailey dribbling in off his hip. Now he thoughts about going in, hits it fall away from the elbow, but it's too strong. And Brown can't hang on to it. It went off of his foot and out of bounds. And McEachern will get another shot at it. A stop, a pop, and it rimmed out for Jaden Bynes. It was deadly from three. Hit all three of McEachern's three-pointers in that third quarter.
It was a three.
Here's Steph-Flores.
Yeah,
he got it.
That's what he does.
Connor Steph-Flores with 2 3-pointers here in the fourth, and it's down to 8. 64-56, 4:35 left on the clock. Into the corner for Curl. Now Bailey will send it to the top, and Nash. Right side, there's room there. Nash throws it up, trying to get a foul, and Rickards will oblige him.
I think Bailey's kind of like picking his spots now. He looks a little tired out there. I think he's kind of picking his spots on when he's gonna go offensively.
Well, good move by Steph-Flores. As you can see here, he gets Bailey to fly out of the way. Calmly hits the three once Bailey is safely out of the picture. Nash, first shot good. And that's 5 for Nash. Lead now back to 9, 65-56. Now here's number 2. It's up and, yep, a little short. Good rebound for Kell. Closest they've been able to get was 8. They're at 9 right now with the basketball.
Move the ball. Have ball movement.
No, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Won't go for Colin. In transition, Curl fights it back. There's McQueen, but it's too strong for McQueen. He couldn't get that one to go. McEachern's going to have to, well, they thought about resetting the offense. Nash will reset. He'll find, oh, that's a great looking shot there by Jaden Bynes.
4th three of the half.
Yep. 14 points for him. Lead back to a dirty dozen, 68-56. We're under 4 minutes left. Rickards from the elbow. Too strong, and Bailey right there for the rebound. Again, Bailey with the double-double. Three-pointer. Too much arc for McQueen. Now Colin with it. One-hand pass. Steph-Flores. Oh, he's almost lost it. Scrumming. Steph-Flores gets it. 2 passes with people prostrate on the floor. Rickards couldn't hit it. Out of bounds. Let's see. It's going to stay with Kell. Well, you don't see one. Sometimes you see one pass with people laid out on the floor. That time you saw 2 of them. As they fight for it. Yeah, it's going to be Kell's ball. It's off of McEachern. 3:08 left. Brown with it. Kind of gets right side, elbow shot. Nope, but again, one opportunity.
Just having a bad day. He's had really good looks.
Can't get the spin, Colin. And a touch foul as they were trying to run the break. That's going to be on Graves, his 3rd. Kell has played very disciplined ball. They only had 4 fouls entering this quarter. I think they've committed 2, maybe 3 in this quarter, not 2.
Yeah, the foul rule hasn't really played a part in this game.
No, that's a nice touch for Bailey. He's got 26. I mean, they've only had 4 foul shots coming in. I think they are now 1 for 2, so they're 5 of 6 for the ball game. They haven't needed it. It's back to 14, 70-56, 2:30 on the clock.
Yeah, when they had it down to 8,
yep,
they had a chance to.
And there's McQueen with the runner. He's got 4. Now it's back to 16, 72-56, an 8-0 run. And there's C.J. Brown cleaning up the mess from Graves. He's got 14. Back to 14, 72-58. Nice feathery touch for Nash. Can't get it to fall. Steph-Flores tries to find a way in, and he'll get a foul from Curl. And Christian Curl's got 4.
He could have gave that up earlier in transition. The guy was spotting up on the wing and kept the ball. And I mean, he goes to the free throw line, but They could have had an open three, but 2 minutes to go, less than 2 minutes to go, a three-pointer would have been good. Maybe to get them back in the ball game a little bit.
Steflaris makes his first. That's 7 for Connor Steflaris.
You know, we talk about Brown. You know, I think he had 14, but it's not a good 14.
Yeah.
He really struggled from the field this game.
Took a look at the McEachern bench. Head coach Tremaine Ankrum. His son plays for the Rams, but he was on injured reserve last year after a broken fibula suffered after his first start. It was against the Atlanta Falcons in week 2. Nowhere where he is this season. Bailey is able to bring it in on the dunk. They could have gotten him for hanging on to the rim.
Yeah, that could have very easily been an offensive goal to me.
28 points for Ace Bailey. Brown can't hit, and now it's just
not his day.
Nope, 74-60. They're just running down the court. That's Christian Curl. He's got 7. And Kell answered on their end with CJ. He's got 16, but as you said, it's a poor 16. Taking a lot of shots to get that 16. Hasn't hit from outside. And the Queen can't hit. 1:12 remaining. It's a 14-point lead. Colin with a rainbow doesn't go.
That was past the NBA range.
Yep, that was off to the right. Bailey for 30. Got it. 31 points, Ace Bailey. He's hit 3 3-pointers. He had 12 in the quarter. 79-62. We're under a minute. As it looks like McEachern is going to go to 2-0 in this season. Kell will drop their first game of the year and go to 1-1. Foul, I think, is going to be on Chase Lumpkin, number 11. Well, after tonight, Kell will actually be playing at the Newton Rams. That'll be on Wednesday, the 22nd. As Graves to the line makes his first.
McEachern has a very tough schedule. They play a lot of national ranked teams and a lot of national ranked tournaments. So.
Right, they sure do. McQueen is denied a dunk by Rickards, and he will go to the line. 79-63, 35 seconds to go. As McEachern will get their first win of the season, go to 1-1.
I think they're anyway the Bass Pro, and then they're at the Kingdom of the Sun.
I think that's where they are next week. Bass Pro over Thanksgiving, because they play Columbus over there. And another tournament. Then they got about 5 spots in their schedule where opponent TBA. I'm looking through their schedules, like 6 tournaments over the year,
right?
Over the season.
National tournament.
81-63 after the foul shots.
That's what happens when you have a player like Ace Bailey.
Everyone wants to see him. He's a draw. Kicked it out for Brown. He'll take another crack at it and get the dunk. His second of the day, and it's 18, makes it 81-65. Closing moments of this one. Again, stick around. Newton and Wheeler are nightcap.
Yeah, if you didn't know, you look at the box score and you see he had 18 points. You think he had a really good game, but
he didn't play
threes.
Well.
No, didn't play well this game.
No, he didn't, and that's going to be your final score. McEachern with the victory, 81-65 over the Kell Longhorns. Kell had a very good second half, but it wasn't enough as McEachern rolls in this matchup. I'm John Mortal for Larry Harrison. Stick around. Newton and Wheeler coming up very, very soon. You're watching the Hawks-Naismith Tip-Off Classic presented by the SUVtv. We'll be right back with that Newton-Wheeler game. Don't miss it. We'll be back. Stay tuned.